Hello there.
This is where the fun begins.
What's up guys, Unofficial Star Wars here. I hope you're all doing well, and in today's video we are going to be discussing some recent reflections from Tony Gilroy on Andor's second season, the potential and possibility for, his involvement in the future of a galaxy far, far away, if he'd want to come back to make more Star Wars, and that's just an in general kind of thing as well, not just for Andor and those characters and that kind of timeline, but maybe even want to focus on other characters or another part of the Star Wars universe, of course. It's exactly what we're going to be discussing in today's video. We, of course, are going to go ahead. We're going to hop right on into it, break it all down for you guys with everything that we know and everything that we're anticipating right now. Before we do, though, however, grab that subscribe button if you haven't already, as we're discussing and covering all types of Star Wars related news, leaks, rumors, theories, and breakdowns here on the channel. So, if you guys are into any of that, go ahead and grab that subscribe button today. Make sure you hit that notification bell as well to be notified for when we have new videos dropping here on the channel almost daily. There is a lot of Star Wars news and stuff going around. It can be a lot to keep track of. It's exactly why we are here. Not just to keep you guys updated with everything, but also break it down for you guys and get a better understanding. As always, I really appreciate all of the support. Okay, so in this video, we are going to be taking a quick read from one of my favorites out there, StarWarsNewsNet.com. As an overgarnering source, I'll have their article linked in the description down below for you guys to check out there as well. They kick it off with a quote. And quote, "It's not on the menu right now. I'll never say never." Ending that quote right there from Tony Gilroy. As they read, Tony Gilroy needed to start coming up with a different answer to the question that he's been getting asked quite a bit, and every time, will he ever come back to a galaxy far, far away? Will he ever come back to Star Wars? Please stop asking. He won't. And that's okay, it seems. It's just one of those things that it's a part of his life. It's one of those chapters in his life, and now he's ready to move on and create other cool projects. Maybe he'll dabble in the realm of Marvel. Who's to say that? It's something that we've seen before. The Emmy nominations were announced this past week as well, and Star Wars landed 15 nominations. Andor Season 2 got 14 of those nominations, while The Acolyte, controversial, right, quite out of the blue, got away with a nomination in Outstanding Sound Editing half hour for Episode 5, that episode being titled Night. Andor's large number of nominations was not surprising, although we must admit that we were expecting a few more. The series, as predicted, was nominated for Outstanding Drama Series, but don't anticipate that it will actually be competitive in that category, which will probably go to either Severance or The White Lotus. Perhaps most surprisingly, there were no acting nominations, unfortunately, other than wild shoutouts to Forrest Whitaker and Alan Tudyk. Diego Luna was a surprise, and as big of The Last of Us of a fan we are, we do not understand how Pedro Pascal got it before him. But no Genevieve O'Reilly either, or Stellan Skarsgård, Adriana or Jonah had little to do in the season overall, so it's not super surprising there when it comes to the acting nominations, although you would like to see it, of course. And unfortunately, most of the nominations were for below the line categories. Tony Gilroy did express his disappointment in the lack of acting nominations when it came to the Emmy Awards, but it's also not the end of the world at the same time. This is no surprise, of course, nor is it that the Gorman arc was also highlighted in the directing and writing categories, and moreover, episode 8, titled Who Are You from Andor Season 2, gathered 6 of the 14 nominations itself, which that in itself is simply quite insane. It says quite about that episode and that entire arc. Lucasfilm was quite confident that they had a winner there, and it paid off. Honestly, we enjoyed the last arc even more, but it's an embarrassment of riches for us. So, what happened? This is the same story as in every other award show. It's not as much of a how dare they not, nominated X or Y, but rather there was some stiff competition this year. Yes. We have some questions about Pedro Pascal, mostly because of that category he was submitted for, a decision by the network that we think voters should have penalized instead of endorsing, but can we really make the case that Diego Luna was so much better than Sterling K. Brown, Gary Oldman, Adam Scott, I digress, and their respective shows, of course? Honestly, no. And that in itself is something that also may boil down to the script and the layout of those shows, the genre of those shows, and the audience of those shows. Not just that, but also the popularity of those shows. When you take a Star Wars show like Andor in its second season, it's just not as popular compared to those other shows, and let alone in the respective IP of Star Wars. You compare Andor Season 2 to The Mandalorian Season 3. one of those had way more viewers than the other, unfortunately. Maybe one was better, arguably, of course. Many fans like Andor Season 2 better than The Mandalorian Season 3, but it also boils down to the what's actually popular and what people actually know. We would like to have seen Elizabeth Dulu nominated in Best Supporting Actress, the category that she was submitted for, but we really can't make the case that she or Jennifer O'Reilly was so much better than the woman nominated for that category. We think that perhaps Parker Posey or Natasha Rothwell were propelled forward by the classic Emmys heard mentally, and the mentality around those shows that they really like The White Lotus, the ones that have more of a popular audience going for them. But we're also sure that there are other performers that could have gotten a chance just as much as the Andor girls. Our money on the best drama series has to be Severance, although we're crossing our fingers for The Pitt. Love that show, and it feels like the Apple TV Plus show will run away with the directing and writing categories as well, rightfully so. Andor only submitted episodes 8 and 9, respectively, in those categories, so it feels good that they at least had landed those nominations and had their, chance in the ring of that. HBO will probably land the guest actor category with the money on Jeffrey Wright at the moment. We're hopeful, however, that the show will earn at least one statue, something that didn't happen with the first season. I know it's a lot of jargon about Emmys and nominations and awards. Maybe you guys know how I feel about those kind of things. It doesn't really make or break a show at the end of the day. Of course, they're exciting. When you compare different shows to one another like that, especially when they're so vast and so different, you can have a show like The Pitt on HBO that's this like drama medical show and something set in the real world. Compare it to Andor Season 2, something that's in a galaxy far, far away. They're two entirely different things, but yet are nominated for the same awards, and things like that is very exciting, I think, and definitely outside of the box kind of thinking. Let me know what you guys all think in the comments down below. Thanks so much for watching today's video. Of course, this has been unofficial Star Wars. Let me know all of your thoughts and opinions in the comments down below. Different theories as well. I'm all ears. Let's discuss. I love to hear what you guys are all thinking. Also, leave a like on the video, as it really does help out the channel. I really appreciate it. Make sure you also check out our merch shop. Use our codes ahsoka in all caps to get some cash off of your orders. I also have some Amazon affiliate links in the description down below, so if you're looking to buy something from Amazon, whether it's a gift or something for yourself, check out our available links in the description down below. It helps out the channel at no additional cost of yourself and really means a lot. I'll continue to keep those links updated, so they're always changing, so make sure you check them out for what new products we may have available. With whatever way you decide to support the channel, whether it's simply watching today's video or even purchasing a product, it means the absolute world to me. So thank you guys so much. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Have a great one. May the Force be with you as always. Peace out.
Goodbye, old friend. May the Force be with you.